Hey ladies, I'm gonna just jump right into my drugstore skincare routine. So I went to CVS recently and I wanted to see if I really could make a routine that was affordable, that had interesting ingredients, that really was going to make my skin look cleaner, fresh, exfoliated. So I was very strategic in what I bought and I used my coupons because that was really important to me. I save up my coupons. Before they expire, I saved $27 on these products, which was an added bonus because some products were on sale, some products, are $14, $15, and I'm saving extra on there. So I'm gonna just jump into what I picked out for you and why I picked it out. And remember, this is all about education. This is about me as an esthetician figuring out, can I find products at the drugstore that I would actually really use? Is it going to be great ingredients for my skin at this price point? So that's for you to Google, to research, to be exposed to. And if you feel that it's right for you, then you're going to buy it. But this is not about you should buy these products or not. This is just education because you've asked me for alternatives to more expensive skincare. So that is what I am doing today, ladies, in my tropical attire. Oh, these earrings. Okay, so this is my new thing. So I did this I think I did this a couple months ago and it's kind of just caught on for me that whether I'm in PJs or what robe, I'm always putting on glamorous earrings because guess what? It makes me feel glamorous. It just does something to my mood. So it's like my new thing for 2021, right? So I always feel good. I just love it. So off on that little token there of inside information of my crazy things that I'm doing 2021. I have two cleansers here that I picked out. CeraVe, which I've seen so many girls on Instagram really love. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. I haven't tried any of their products before, but the reason I picked this out is because it says Renewing SA Cleanser, SA standing for salicylic acid. So my Ever skincare, my Ever cleanser I've used for the last 5 years, the reason I use it is because it has salicylic acid in it. So it's going to gently cleanse the skin. It's gently going to exfoliate the skin. So what's really wonderful about that is it's not a granular exfoliation. So I thought, wow, this is $15. Let me try and see. This is for normal skin. Gently cleanses and exfoliates while softening and smoothing skin. Non-comedogenic, non-drying, non-irritating with ceramides and salicylic acid. I thought, great. And then on the back, bonus, vitamin D, fragrance-free. I love that. And so I was like, all right, this is really nice. Nice and beautiful gel consistency. So it's nice and a little bit thicker. It's not too thin. So I'm going to use that on my skin. I'm just going to put it all over. Feels great. I like the little bit of sudsing that it does, and then I'm going to clean it off. All right, so my next step, I'm going to do a double cleanse because I want to, and I love doing double cleanse, whether it's morning or night. Now, if I had a lot of makeup on, I would use a balm or use an oil, but I'm going to just do a little double cleanse with the La Roche-Posay. So I picked this cleanser out for normal to dry skin, and it is a prebiotic. So I thought that was really interesting. It has spring water in it for sensitive skin, dermatologist tested, but on the back, it's really interesting. It says soap-free, sulfite-free, oil-free, fragrance-free, non-comedogenic, allergy-tested, paraben-free. I'm very partial to La Roche-Posay because I love their sunscreen, that serum that I use. And so this is really neat. So this has ceramides in it. This is going to be more of a creamy cleanser. So I'm going to use this on my skin. I just want a little bit of that really softness. It feels really great. It's going to add moisture into my skin. It's for dry skin. So I'm going to just do this. Now that my skin is so beautifully fresh and hydrated, it feels really good. That was something I liked after I used the cleanser. So sometimes cleansers can really make your skin feel really dry and not really supple. This feels really nice. It feels really hydrated. So I then moved on to the Garnier. This is a micellar water. This is a all-in-one, removes makeup, cleanses, and soothes. I use it kind of like as a rinse to make sure everything is off my skin. All skin types, even sensitive. So this is really nice. They had a rose one also, but I thought maybe you ladies were like, okay, enough with the rose, Nicole. Like, we get it. So I went with just the regular micellar water. So I just use this over my skin, really nice, just refreshing. And this is $10. So I picked that up for 10. And then we can go into exfoliating. So this is nice because yes, I had salicylic acid in my cleanser, but this I want something that's going to really exfoliate my skin. So I have two options for you. I have the first one is going to be the L'Oreal Pure Sugar Scrub. This is really interesting. It has 3 sugars in it. It has coconut oil in it. It has Kona coffee in it. It is really, look how rich. You can smell the coffee in it. So it's really, really pretty. So this is going to be my exfoliation, option 1. And then I wanted something that I could do that was going to be a little bit more intense. So I picked up the Olay mask, vitamin C and AHA. This is a 2-step mask. Love that. It's a resurfacing peel. So I wanted to see how this really felt on my skin. So it was a little warming, which they say would happen. So that was really neat. I like that feeling. So you have step 1, resurfacing mask. So I just scooped this out with my hands. You can see, beautiful. Smells like oranges. And then I put it on my face. Then they say to use the AHA peel activator to have enough in your hand to cover all your face. And this is going to basically mix with the resurfacing mask and create like a foam. And then you leave that on for about a minute to 2, and then you take it off. And your skin's like really, really beautiful and very supple. 28 days and you'll see a big difference with your skin, is what they say. So I can't do both exfoliation. So I'm gonna just do the granular one with the L'Oreal, with the coffee and the sugars. And I'm gonna show you what that's gonna be like. Now you don't wanna over exfoliate your skin, ladies. It doesn't matter what you're using. Do not over exfoliate. You're going to create micro tears in the skin, which leaves you susceptible to getting breakouts, irritation, redness, all the kind of things that you do not want. This sugar scrub, let me make sure it is, let me make sure. It's gonna be $12.99. Yeah, $12.99. I thought that was wrong just now, but look how beautiful and rich this is. And it smells. So if you love coffee, like I do, this is a really wonderful product. So really, really fine sugars though. So this isn't gonna feel like an apricot scrub or anything like that. So this is a really, I feel like it's a nice little treat, like kind of a consistency of a little bit thinner than honey. Smells so good. I kind of wanna have a coffee when I do this, which you can in the morning if you want to do that. So look at me. I look like I should be on Lord of the Flies. Well, all this tropical, right? And now this interesting coffee. Ooh, feels so good. So I'm going to exfoliate my skin. Ladies, don't mind me. Honestly, I have a really good time with myself when I experiment with products. If you could only be in my bathroom when I talk to myself, right? So concentrate on this area here, T-zone, where you really have a lot of those roughness, the pores, right? The chin area here. I like to just really concentrate on that. And then I'll work my way out on the face here. But I really want to really get where I have more of that buildup. You'll see that when you have your foundation on and it's time to exfoliate, you're gonna see that buildup of the dead skin. And then I'm gonna rinse this off. My skin feels so amazing. It's incredible. I didn't really know what to expect when I bought it because I wanted different, I love sugar scrubs and I thought this will be interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna love it. I don't know what the consistency is like, but it feels so good. It smells so good. And I love that I'm kind of like buffing my skin and getting it really, really just polished. That's what I really love. So speaking of sugar scrubs, I bought in the L'Oreal collection also Pure Sugar Scrub for the lips. You can use this also for the face, but this has 3 sugar... Ring the bell. This has 3 sugars in it plus grapeseed. So I just like that I don't have to stick my finger in something like that. This is a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna just, I talked about this exfoliating your lips in one of my last videos because we've been wearing masks and we're not really concentrating on the lips, but we really need to hydrate the lips, exfoliate. Now this was $6.99. There are a lot of you know, more expensive lip sugar scrubs out there, but you don't need to. You can make one with Vaseline and sugar. You can do one at home, but just remember, you want to exfoliate the lips, but be very gentle. Don't go overboard. You can really easily do that. So I like to really hydrate the lips, exfoliate the lips. That's a big thing for me. So I love that I found this in a tube, because a lot of the sugar scrubs are in a pot, and I don't really love, I don't want to, you know, oh, it fell on the floor. I don't really want to contaminate the product, digging into the product. So I can just put this on my finger and I can really exfoliate. Again, you can take a washcloth and just wet it with warm water and also do that, or use a toothbrush. There's lots of different options, but if you want something that's already been done, easy, $6.99, drugstore, readily available, then that's an easy way to do it. Okay, so moving on to the eyes, we have L'Oreal Age Perfect. This is a honey eye gel. This has Manuka honey in it. So I really kind of focused in on healing properties, products that had a little bit more advanced, a little bit more on trend ingredients that have come to market. What was really cool about this, now let me tell you how much this was, $21. This is right here going to be 3 balls, and it's a gel, so it's nice and thin. So the balls are going to help with depuffing, cooling the eye area. It feels so good. I haven't seen anything that has 3 balls that rotate on it. I've seen, you know, metal applicators, etc., but I thought this was really cool, and I like the fact that it was a gel. This redness is, you know, we've been working with this for the last year, so don't think it was from the actual products. That's just me. That's why I use my no redness to cancel that out. But this is wonderful. I really love this. So the Manuka honey, nice gel. Love the applicator. $21. Now, if you wanted to have something a little bit different, maybe you are allergic to honey. I kept that in mind when I was picking out product. I picked out another L'Oreal product, Eye Defense. This is really nice, has caffeine in it, and it is going to be a nice hydrogel. So it's going to be light also. It's not a heavy cream. So I thought that was nice. And this is going to be, let's see, this is $17. So this was a nice option. So you have one that has a roller ball in it, cooling, refreshing, Manuka honey, very healing. It says it helps with dark spots. I don't know, I haven't used it long enough for the darkness in the area. I just wanted that coolness. I wanted hydration. I love Manuka honey in my products. And then the Eye Defense is nice because it's going to have caffeine. It's going to tighten. It's going to also be lighter on the eye area. It's going to absorb fast. So I like those two. So now if we are going to be doing daytime, I'm going to show you what I would use for day, and then I have a nighttime routine. So I have 2 products for night that I think are incredible, and then I have also 2 products here for day. So the La Roche-Posay has a broad spectrum SPF 30 face moisturizer. It's a double repair. This also has the ceramide 3s in it. It is also the prebiotic thermal water in this product. So this does have alveobenzone in it. So it is a chemical sunscreen. If you don't want to go in chemical, I do have the mineral that La Roche-Posay has. It's a serum and it's SPF 50. I really love this one that I use, but this is really nice too, depending on what your preference is. This is going to be thicker than, it's going to be like a normal moisturizer than my La Roche-Posay serum. This is a serum SPF 50. You can see how much thinner it is. I like to put that on my skin depending on what I'm doing and where I'm going. So you can do that for day. If you are going out and you want to have extra protection, SPF 30, SPF 50, depending on what you're needing, more moisture or just having a sunscreen that's going to also moisturize the skin, but it's not a moisturizer. So going into evening, which is really, I love my evening routine. So I have a product again from L'Oreal because it had the Manuka honey, but it was a night balm. So I love balms, you know, I love oils, I love serums. So this is a night balm that was really nice and rich. I really felt a lot of protection on my skin. They go into a lot more detail on the website when it just describes the product. And then I also picked out a retinol from ROC, R-O-C. This is a retinol correcting line smoothing night serum capsule. So this is for revitalized looking skin. So I love having these power boosters is what I like to call them. They're in these little capsules. So they're a power boost, right? It's fresh. It's right out of, I just pinch them off with my finger, but it's right out of this little bulb, right? So you're going to get beautiful retinol. This is at night that you would be using this. It's is really going to be rejuvenating the skin, renovating it too, possibly. But this is really nice. So if you want a retinol, you would be using this. And I read the reports, 0% felt any sensitivity to this product. It's not a retin-A, so it's not going to be aggressive on the skin. You're not going to get redness and flaky and dryness. This is a beautiful product that I really love. Also, you can just use it on your neck and your décolleté if you wanted to. You know, I did that power boost with Neutrogena on my neck for 30 days in these. It was the vitamin C. Amazing. Texture is so different on my décolleté. I was working with some skin sun damage. It looks beautiful. So you can use that, but I'm going to put on the balm. Show you what that looks like. And I like to bring this down on my neck also. And it's just a really pretty product. And you feel, this is for really dry skin. So you really feel that protection. You really feel like that moisture. And that's like the real key word, ladies, is protection. You're having like this barrier on your skin. Great for women that are up north right now and dealing with the cold and the wind. This is going to give you, it's just such comfortable skin in the morning and not feeling so dehydrated or feeling so raw. But really, really nice. That Manuka honey really is very soothing to the skin. So I just bring it down and then I'll go back up because we don't want to take anything down, but I have to bring it down in order to go back up. So this is a beautiful routine of product that I picked out for you, and not too much. I'm going to go into my issue that I had. I decided, because dermaplaning has been very big, right? I do it in the treatment room when I was seeing clients. I use a scalpel. It's a disposable scalpel. It goes right into the sharps container. That was in 2019, and then January, February, and then obviously I couldn't see clients anymore, and I still haven't seen clients as of March 2020. So I was thinking to myself, well, I'm sure the ladies have seen on Pinterest or Instagram the dermaplaning, and you can get that at the drugstore. Just one of like these little guys here that it's called like a face razor, and you use it to basically take off the vellus hair, peach fuzz, another word for it, and also takes off the dead skin. So I thought, how wonderful. I'm just going to use this, and then it'll be really great. Let the ladies know. So I used it just the way I normally would use it. I've never cut a client. I've never cut myself using a scalpel, basically. Nothing like this from the drugstore. So I just did my normal little routine, and so I put it down and I was doing something else, and I looked in the mirror and I had cuts all over my face, blood. What happened? Like what just happened? Like that's not supposed to happen. So I thought to myself, this is very strange. I'm very concerned about this. Is there a recall on these? This is not supposed to happen. So I contacted the company. I'm not going to mention the company because they were very, very responsive, and they asked for the product back so they could see and test it. This goes for any kind of facial razor. I'm giving you just basically a PSA on why you have to really, really understand what you're doing when you decide, ooh, let me do a face peel. Oh, let me do dermaplaning. You just don't pick up stuff to just do it. You need to research why you're doing these things. And so the next day, after I'm like recovering, my face felt so, I mean, I had scabs, right? So I had little like cuts everywhere. So I thought, well, maybe my face is just too sensitive. So I'll do my neck. It says for the neck too. So I went really gentle, just took off the hair really beautifully. And then I was like, okay. And I put it down and I looked at my neck and I had blood everywhere. I was like, this isn't supposed to happen. I mean, I hardly even touched my skin. I was like just really nicely using it, knowing what it did to my face. So I sent the company those pictures and I just said, wow, like this shouldn't happen. I mean, if I was a diabetic and had poor wound healing and I'm cutting myself and this is not supposed to happen. So when you pick up a product at the drugstore and you think that it's no big deal and you're going to be doing something, please research what you're doing. Please know what you're doing to your skin. Please don't do a peel and then a granular scrub and then a dermaplaning or a face razor or whatever you want to call it on right now. Anyway, please just know what you're doing, because your skin is your largest organ. You want to maintain it. You want to preserve it. You want to feed it. You don't want to just do a bunch of stuff. You don't want to cherry pick all over the place. I try to make this very cohesive for you. I wanted it to be very simple, yet really powerful. Retinol, great little capsules, power boost for your skin. A balm, super dry skin. A lot of the ladies have been talking about super dry skin, needing to protect the skin. Wonderful product. Did I tell you how much this was? These are $25, 30-day supply, and then the balm is going to be $21. Beautiful, wonderful, very affordable. So I just really love this whole concept. One thing that I would not buy that I did buy that I was excited about, 360 Beauty has this, or Beauty 360 has this little thing that you can turn on to wash your face, and it vibrates and everything. I cannot get the back on. I saw someone's review that said they couldn't put the back on. I'm like, that's what? No big deal. Like, I'll get it. And then I've been struggling literally for hours and hours trying to do this. It's such a joke. It doesn't go on. It was $18 and I'm just so bummed. I've taken off this thing. I've tried to do it. It shouldn't be hard, right, ladies? This should not be hard. And I'm like, why does this not go back on? So it's like, it's silly. So don't waste your money on something like this because it did not work for me. I wanted it to work. Maybe one day it'll work for me. I don't know. But this is a very simple routine. Lots of wonderful ingredients, and I hope you enjoyed something that is affordable. It's easy. You can walk into your drugstore and you can pick this up. Walmart, Target, they all have these products. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed my tropical festive gum to you with a little glamour for my skincare routine today. And until my next video, I'll see you later.